But it is amazing how much you guys have blossomed, and now you and Dan are going to have to recruit against each other, play against each other in this league. But it feels like there's enough good players to go around for everybody to have some success.
No question. I mean, recruiting, and it's about evaluating people just as much as it's evaluating the skill set.
Yeah.
And every school, if you want to maximize somebody, they have to eventually be happy or see happiness through the work.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you have to show people, everybody has a different version of happiness.
Yeah.
Some people's happiness may be, I want to go to my room and do nothing if I'm not in the facility.
Right.
Okay, you don't need to come here. Our version of who we're going to attract are people that enjoy being out, enjoy people, enjoy this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And they're not just going to go lock themselves in a room when they're outside the facility.
Yeah.
So I think every place is specific, and you are going to attract a certain type of kid.
Yeah.
The goal and the hard part of college football is everybody's goal is the same.
Yeah.
So you attract a different style of kid, and you have to get these different kids and different personalities to all get to the same standard of what success has to look like. And that's the challenge with each job, is understanding who you're going to get and how to build a culture around it.
Well, you also understand what it looks like. I'm a big believer in, and you need to know what it looks like before you can try to recruit it, because the coaches who think they know don't tend to have much success, but the ones who've seen it, and you've been at Auburn, you've been at Florida State, you know what those schools have to recruit if they want to be successful. You had to play against Alabama, Clemson, schools like that, Georgia. You know what those schools look like and what those rosters look like. How much is that an advantage when you are recruiting, to understand kind of what you're up against if you want to hit your goals?
Oh, it's huge, because like you said, what the standard is to play those teams and be on the field with those teams. And it starts, it's cliche, but it's O-line, D-line.
Yeah.
That's really it. That's
big people.
It's big people. You have to, that is what the key to the game is up front. And that's the hardest thing to get, is getting guys that are big people to join your roster, that are good football players, good kids, hard work ethic. That's the challenge.
Is it just that there are fewer of them, period?
Yeah. It's fewer of them, and you got to remember, you play with up front.
Yeah.
Basically half of your team are big people.
Yeah.
And that's the challenge, is you have to find 5 of them. Right, and more than likely you have to find 8 of them.
Right.
And that's really the challenge, is can you create enough depth and then consistency in signing O-line and D linemen? Because if you can do that, right, you're going to be able to get on the field versus anybody. Mm-hmm. And I don't care if you're in a spread offense or a pro style, you're 13 personnel, or what you do. If you can dominate the line of scrimmage, whatever you call is going to work.
Right. If you move them, something good will happen. Or if your 4 can't be blocked by their 5, something good will happen.
Couldn't agree more. It's a very simple game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why you spend so many hours coming up with
simple game, complex journey through.
Right.
I'll say that. But the game is 11 people, where 6 people on offense never move. Yeah. 5 O-linemen and a quarterback are pretty much in the same spot 95% of the snaps. You get 5 people to move around.
Right.
That's it on offense. Most defenses have 5 dudes that always stay in the core. They get 6 people to move around. That's all it is. We're moving around 5 people. You're moving around 6 people. And how do we create numbers, leverage, and grass to get our best players versus players that you don't want them covering?
So you're home. You are living the dream.
True.
Now what?
20 years, 30 years. How long can we build this place into what I think this place can actually be? This is a destination for people. It's a
think about all the people who came to this hotel,
people that are here
thing.
today.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the most powerful people in all of college and the profession as a whole are here, and they chose to have an event here because how great of a place it is. And you combine that with the opportunities, because the city's growing, and then you combine that with a coach who wants to be here, and a staff who are the majority are from here. You can come live in an unbelievable place. Be around positive people who want to see you succeed, who are going to care about you, right? And you can go play in a city with 4 other pro sports. So if you want to get into broadcasting, you have those avenues.
Yep.
With one of the best business degrees in the country, this is a place that can be special. It's not going to happen overnight, But slowly, this place can achieve, and what everybody says, the sleeping giant. You know, it's never been woken up for a reason. We need kids to think outside the box and say, man, I'm not going to go to the narrative school that everybody tells me I can go to. I can come here and be happy.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with that?